Hello again, everyone. Sake here, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo, possibly the last episode. First and foremost, the review is done, and once again, 4-star on the report. Essentially, I think the report is easiest to do if you only have a few animals in your zoo. When the inspector arrives and you really push hard to get those animals primed before you expand, we possibly expanded a bit too quickly. Oh, we don't need that. And we've got some things to take care of. First and foremost, the vet research is done, as it usually is, working on that Bornean orangutan. We also have some people to greet, but first and foremost, we have an empty exhibit here. The Brazilian wandering spiders have all kicked the bucket. So first and foremost, let's get some Brazilian wandering spiders up in here. Let's get one male and one female if we can. Hello, Jorge. We'll put in Jorge. And everything should be all set. And let's go ahead and get a female as well. And I don't know why that species flipped, but we need a female Brazilian wandering spider. Let's do a little bit more fertile. There we go. A female there. And now we have two Brazilian wandering spiders up in here. We can get those education boards and circles turned back on. Actually, that's the Western Diamondback rattlesnake, and we don't need that. We need the Brazilian wandering spider, as well as our little content board here. And on the back side, let's do the same thing. Make sure that this is pointed to the Brazilian wandering spider, and here as well. All right, so we've got some wandering spiders in there. Next up, demon rods. Hello, demon rods. We will say hello. We have Marie Chan, Claire Chan again. Good to see ya. We have Ziggy Rock 6600 in line, back again. Wrath H33. Hello, hello. No Rygland. We'll say hello there. We have Velocic Ruben. We'll say hello there. We have Chris Nunn as well. And then we have Amelie FC. And then we have Jekraza. Awesome. So we've said hello to everyone. What next? Okay, the dangerous animal has escaped. The Baird's tapir. Well, I got news for you. Emergency capture. All right, so is this our Baird's tapir pin? Is this where you got out from? Yes, it is. Does that mean the enclosure is bad? Let me take a look here. Huh. Interesting indeed. How did the Baird's tapir get out, I wonder? It doesn't look like we have a hole in the enclosure. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal there, Miss Myrna Noble. Don't know why one got out. I don't know. Can the tapir like climb up on this thing and leap out? That's an interesting idea. Oh, looks like we got some trash as well. We'll go ahead and duplicate a trash bin down here if we can. And what exactly is this business? The giant forest scorpion. Why is there a giant forest scorpion thing down here in the middle of the path? Well, I mean, it works, but let's move this a little bit closer to the actual, oh, because they're overlapping. I see. So we can put you, say, yeah, I mean, that's fine. We have nothing around, so you can learn about the scorpion while you look at the tapir, maximizing that education. Speaking of which, that was going to be the focus for today. I looked at these little boards that we put down, these education boards, and I looked to see if there was a bit of, a radius around, and it doesn't look like it is. They can be powered, but I wonder if they need to be more in the path. So people are looking at them. Do we need to do more? Maybe we'll put them in the middle of a walkway somewhere? Like, say, down here, where there is no education. So let's duplicate that and put that, say, right along here. And then what we'll do is, this will be a little bit more education while people walk by. Sort of as they move from place to place, they can get educated along the way. At least that's the hope and goal. We'll have to monitor that and just see if that is indeed the case. So that's the bee population. How about the amphibian extinction crisis? You all going to get educated on it? Yeah, so people are stopping to look at it. Hopefully that is a little bit more education on this bar. Yeah, so that's 4% as they walk by that. So I hate to spam it, but it looks like that may be the best thing for us to do as people walk around here. We can spam these education boards around the sitting area and maybe even here along the walk path. Essentially, we need to get that guest education rating up a little bit higher. We're at 4 3/4 and a little bit stars. So anything we can do to improve the education rating of everyone while we wait is the best thing for us, for sure. Just to get everything we possibly can. How about traditional medicine? How about that? Oh yeah, people are hungry for that education over here, so that's the traditional medicine. How about repair of the ozone layer? We'll do that, we'll duplicate that, put this right on the back side, and let's say the poaching and exotic pet trade. That's a good one to learn about. And we'll plop another one right over here and say that you are... Oh, and already people are like right in it. Land sharing versus land splaining, or whatevs. Yeah, so we're improving some massive education. I like that. What an amazing day. Really, really happy. Yeah, so those education boards are doing the work. Broken barrier. Where? Oh, is it the elephant again? Yeah, I believe it is. So I tell you, this barrier is not exactly the best for us. Tell you what we can do. Perhaps we can put an electric fence up in here. Yeah, we'll capture that animal. The maintenance crew will get back in here. Hopefully, we'll call the mechanic. And then we'll just replace the whole dang exhibit with an electric fence. That way, if they try to bop it, they get shocked. That seems to be the best thing to do. We also have some Formosan black bear fighting. Perhaps one of our bear grew up. So we're at 2 and 2. And we have our 5-star male and a 3-star female. And where are our other adults? Yeah, there's 4 adults in here. We could probably get rid of 2 of them. So right here we have Zhao Sheng, and we have Kwai Kwai. And then we have John Yu, who is hiding under here. So are they technically adults up in here? Or are they going, you are an awful small adult. It's like you didn't grow at all there, John Yu. We'll go ahead and release you to the wild then if you're going to be counted as an adult. And we have this adult here, 4.9 years old. Yeah, release you to the wild as well. So very interesting. Our cubs were acting like adults in the realm of the game. And that was causing some fighting. All right, is our barrier replaced? Not yet. We've emergency captured the animal, and it doesn't look like the barrier can be replaced until this box is moved. And we're waiting for some staff to move the box, and here comes a caretaker now. Athena Presley. And there we go. Now the barrier is good to go. She should bring it back, and we're going to edit this barrier up and just make it an electric fence. We aren't going to play around anymore. Electric. Yeah, let's just loop this all the way around. I'm sure the cost is going to be tremendous, but anything that we can do to... Oh, that's going... If we do electric fence, does that make the water shock? Does that kill our Gariel, who is waiting in the water? Well, let's experiment. Boom, electric fence. All right, electric fence looks like it is powered. It doesn't look like it's sending electricity down into the water. Our Gariel are fine, right? Yeah, they're just swimming around fine. Cool. They need some more food enrichment. That's what we are researching with our black bear research. But yeah, hopefully this dang old electric fence, freshly repaired by our mechanic here, Chia McBride, and hopefully those elephants will stop bopping the wall. Because they're happy. They're happy elephants. Maybe they just thought to test the tensile strength of said barrier. Well, I got news for you there, Amoros. If you want to go nose first into that electric fence, then more power to you. You'll be in for a surprise. Let's see if there are any more African elephants here that we can add, perhaps a male African elephant. It's been a while since we've checked, and they might have rotated through. 600 conservation credits from the Frontier Zoo. We have the male Bomani. We'll move Bomani in here. That will make them a little bit more happy and give them a male to run around in the elephant pen. All right, wind turbine requires repair. Vet research is done again. That's going to be our hippo, level 2. Keep on working on that hippo. And we've got low welfare in the red-eyed tree frog. Probably too many red-eyed tree frogs up in here. If I had to make a guess, what kind? Yeah, 5 and 2. And let's see, the exhibit, cleanliness. No, it's the cleanliness. Okay, so hopefully that will work out, but it wouldn't hurt to get some of these animals out of here. We have 2 males. Andre. Yeah, we'll send Andre to the trade center, as well as 4 of the females. So let's go Antonio, Leticia, Maria, and Teresa. And we'll send you to the storage center. That will leave Renan and Vera. And then we, of course, will call a keeper to wipe that down. And then the cleanliness will be okay. Their social group should be okay. And then we'll just have to trade these animals out of the zoo. And I tell you, everyone's kicking the bucket now. It is all go, no quit. While we wait on those education numbers to come up. Power source requires repair. Yep, call that mechanic. Next up, animal died. Yazid, call the vet. Then dangerous fighting due to overcrowding in the cheetah. Now, we haven't had to deal with the cheetah too awful much, but take a look at all them cats. Yeah, that is pretty high indeed. 4 adults, we need to lower this down. So we have a 5-star male, a 3-star male. Well, guess what? You're getting released there, Coyote. And then we need our highest female, a 5-star female right there, and a 1-star female there. Release you to the wild as well. And now the cheetah will not fight, and we've got 2 5-star cheetahs in the exhibit. Hopefully we can get Soleil some medical attention. We'll call the vet as well to help her out. Or no, to help him out. How is our female doing? She's hungry, so she's eating up on that blood pumpkin. And Ilari has kicked the bucket. How is our llama population now? So 2 adults. So our 2 adults that we have remaining, we have 1 male and we have another male. We're going to need a female llama in here if we are to keep this circle of life going. And I tell you what, this is nuts indeed. All right, we will release you to the wild, as he didn't get traded out last time. Nutso indeed. All right, let's sort by our llama, and we need a female llama, if we can. Hopefully there is one for cash. Female llama for 216 bucks. We'll adopt from Frontier Zoo. Move her on in here. Delivery is scheduled. So we'll get a 3rd llama in here, a female. And hopefully that will help our llama population. Whew! Now we can take a breather a bit. I'll tell you, this is nutso indeed. All right, duplicate this education board, and we'll plop this right over here. We'll just put these boards everywhere we possibly can to help with our education rating as they move from place to place. Yeah, education rating is 3 stars. As our more educated people leave the zoo, the uneducated come into the zoo and sort of offset that balance quite a bit. We need to make sure that the ones in the zoo are really educated everywhere. So learn about the climate change, sure. Try to get as much education down here as we can. We're also doing our research to help our education with our animals. Looking at the zoo, I think our Bornean orangutan is still indeed our best most appealing animal. So that's why we're doing research there to try to boost the education that we get out of the boarding orangutan. Looking at crime, we've got 15 victims, 11 pickpockets chased, 1 vandal caught. Kind of looks like we need to boost up our security a bit, but we are close. We are very close as everyone is getting educated here. We're at 3.5 stars. Lost a little bit there. I'm thinking maybe right here at the entrance we want to put in a lot of signage so as people walk by, we can get them educated right from the get-go and maybe as they leave as well. Just sort of, you know, keep people on the up and up. Let's just duplicate 1 and 2 and 3. And that looks like you're not powered. We'll deal with that when the time comes. So do you have power? Oh yeah, you do. So amphibians. Then we got our bees. Then we got our ecotourism. And then we just need to turn this bugger on. Let's go with land sharing versus land sparing. Hopefully that will improve our education as folks enter the zoo. And people are getting educated as they walk by. That's 89% education. And yeah, we're just getting that last little bit as she is leaving. So she's not happy. My time was okay. I got really tired. I was robbed. Okay, so that's mainly why she's really upset. Tell you what we'll do then. We'll hire some more securita. And if we can, we'll educate the security guards that we do have. Yeah, we've got a bunch of 1-star security guards. We'll just throw a bunch of education on those. And then we'll hire 5 more security. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Help people find the trash cans, help them with their pickpocketing thing. I don't know if we should put more cameras down. You'll never hear me argue against more cameras. If we look at our security. So yeah, it looks like there are massive stretches where there are no cameras. We could probably do some work and put down cameras at these corners. Let's put down some more PTZs along this edge here. As people walk around this backside, we'll put some cameras right here on the corner. And hopefully, people will say, hey, I feel pretty safe. I see a camera over there. The saltwater croc, that's overlapping a little bit. Oh, here at the tram station, might not be a bad idea to put one, say, right over here at the entrance. It's probably blocked by trees really, really bad, but whatever's clever. And we got mechanic research on our transport rides. One more transport ride to look up the 4x4 adventure tour. Probably not going to need that, but it's nice to get it out of the way. And once again, 3.5 stars on that education rating. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a pretty successful zoo. This will be the last episode of our franchise mode. So look next episode on Tuesday. That episode will start our career mode. We'll be given a zoo, and we'll basically be told what's wrong with it, and we'll use everything that we've learned so far and the mistakes we've made. Try not to repeat those mistakes as we go from zoo to zoo, and try to make it a better place. Which, when I played Jurassic World Evolution, all we did was the basic career mode. We never dabbled in the franchise mode, or I think it was just the sandbox mode. We never really looked at that in Planet Zoo. Hello, Farron Tom. We'll give you conservation credits. Jurian Martinek will say hello as well. And yeah, we're like almost there. We're at 4 stars on the education rating. Those boards are doing wonders, so that is something to definitely keep in mind for next time is education boards. As quickly as you can get them, put them in. If you want people educated for longer, make sure they have boards to read. How about poaching in the exotic pet trade? And perhaps the more they read, the more that they learn. Yeah, so we're getting 4% for every signboard read. So essentially, if they read 20 of these signs along the way, they will be completely educated, as well as walking by these hotspots for speakers and all that good stuff. Baird's tape here. Social. So the space is lacking and there's way too many adults. See, this is, our Jaguar is overcrowded and our Baird's tape here is overcrowded. I kind of wish I would get some alerts on those, like spam me, let me know what's going down here. All right, let's take a look at our animals here. That female is injured. Oh no, she's expecting offspring. So let's get rid of Sitali and Patli. And we'll release them to the wild and get them sent out of here. And that will improve all of your... Yeah, so that is the most. And yeah, now the Baird's tape here is really happy. Now we have to fix those Jaguar, which it's been a while since we've looked at the Jaguar. And we've got 2 females and a male, and the male is injured. This female isn't looking too awful good. Is she the one fighting? So we've got a 5-star female and a 5-star male. Okay, so Tenok and Ixungine are going to be the ones that are going to be left behind. Zizishalak. What is your rating? Yeah, 1 star. Guess what? Release you to the wild. 226 conservation credits. Away you go. Hopefully that Jaguar will be healed on up. Yeah, your stress is pretty high. Is the male injured? I believe he was. Call the vet. 22 years old. Getting in scraps. Tell you. Scrappy, scrappy. Scrappy do indeed. Yeah, so 3.5 stars. Still climbing. Maybe we could put some education boards, say, around here as well. This almost feels like cheating a little bit, but if people use it, and I'm not sure if these, like if they read one kind of signboard and they read that same signboard elsewhere, does it count? Like that's the kind of thing that, you know, you could do a test on and see. But yeah, putting a lot of these signboards down, getting some attention on these boards would be very good for our education. Springbok's about to die of old age. The Arctic wolf is about dead. Plop. Yeah, everybody is kicking the bucket at about the same time, which is expected, since we purchased a lot of animals at once, you know. But yeah, really happy with how this turned out. And if you've been on board for the entire series from ground zero, basically laying down the first path, and the Aardvark enclosure was our very first animals over here. We've improved the zoo quite a bit. I'm really happy with what we've got going on here. And Umayama, vet en route there as well. No new visitors. Yeah, didn't quite get to 5-star, but we are close, and I mean, that education rating is continuing to climb. I think it would be only a matter of time as more people went through, saw these signs, got around the zoo a bit. We would be in like a dirty shirt when it comes to our education and therefore our 5-star rating. You know, we could take this $3 million, open up another zoo, but it would be sort of more of the same. There are achievements to have a franchise zoo in each biome, or there's a franchise achievement to open one on every continent, that sort of thing. And what's going on here? Did we not turn on the education board? Giant anteater, please. Get educated. All right, so the speakers are still on. And what are you? A second board for the giant anteater? Probably. That would be good to turn on. With it off, we were probably saving power costs, but yeah, get yourself educated. 58%. The boring orangutan view is horrible. Yeah. We could probably put more drink stalls down. We could probably put like some more food over here. Just sort of help people out. We have a gulpy slush, and is that pip shot? Smoothies. I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to, you know, lay down some more facilities for people. Let's go guest facilities. Let's get some food. And how about a chief beef? And then we'll get how about a pip shot juice? No, I think no. Yeah, that is what we had before. Either way, people will like it. Let's put on a shell while we're here. And already people are clamoring up for it. And then hopefully that would be a lot of, oh crap, these trash cans are overflowing. We're gonna need some more. There you go. Probably a few more benches. Give people a place to sit, if they so need it. And yeah, the lines are already forming. We're starting to spread it out. And I mean, we are almost right there, 4 out of 5 stars on our education rating. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. But not bad. Feeling pretty good about this. Let's take a look before we close out the series at our zoo statistics from the ground up. So we were open for business. We were charging $45 for adult, $40 for the child. We've utilized that much land space. We pay $8,700 in taxes. 6,295 total guests right now with 81% happiness, 98% staff happiness. That's what I like to see. Keep the staff going. We made $245,000 last year. Looking at the guests, thirst and education was, you know, the lower bit. And we're working on that. Dangerous animal has escaped, the hippo. So did the hippo burrow under the ground? What exactly happened there? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's move you back into the water, please. Yeah, not sure what happened there. It's almost like the hippo went swimming and then got under the fence a bit, and then the game said, nope, that's an escape. I don't know. But anyway, as we were saying before we were so rudely interrupted, and then crime, oh, we got information board we can replace. As far as staff goes, we were crazy. Yeah, we make $179,000 per year. We took out a $50,000 loan, paid it back right away because we didn't need it. We're doing hourly TV marketing, and we just keep that rotating. As far as our animals go, a whole crap ton. 211 animals up in here. Looking at, can we see the appeal? Yes. Our highest appealed animal, well, our lowest appealed animal is the common warthog. Highest appeal was our Bornean orangutan at 8,500 appeal, 41 years old. So the old Agong is absolutely old. Looking at habitats, pretty good. Not gonna lie, a few barrier conditions, but overall everyone was able to keep up pretty well. Looking at the exhibits, we had 2 empty exhibits. The scorpion and the iguana died out. Quarantine is open, and you know, we didn't really have to quarantine any animals. We got on those diseases really quick. Looking at staff, we had 15 caretakers, we had 23 keepers, we had 8 mechanics, 19 security guards, 61 vendors. Vendors make the world go around for sure. Then we also have 11 veterinarians. And Noel, if I had to give a big pat on the back, it would be to Noel Waters, who is our 5-star veterinarian, did a lot of research for us all over the place for sure. Looking at staff room, efficient and low demand, people are chilling. Looking at the work zones, we had 3 work zones set up with 28, 32, and 31 people in each zone. Oh, pronghorn antelope fighting for alpha status. All right, so let's take a look at our animals here. In the pronghorn, we have 3 males, 1 female. Basically, if you're not the alpha, you're getting booted. That is, well, I don't know. How many animals do you need to be happy in a social group? Looks like 2. So, are you the alpha there? Yep, Tristan is the alpha. Watkins is not. Goodbye, Watkins. Yeah, I know you say poop on that, but I say poop on you, good sir. All right, so the pronghorn is good. We still have plenty of adult population. No one should be fighting for alpha status anymore. That should be fine. Do we have another male in here? So you are not the alpha either. We'll release you to the wild. 15 conservation credits for us as well. No more fighting, no more problems. All right, looking at our vet research. A lot of research done. We are working on the Borneo orangutan and the hippo, but we did get complete the tortoise, the aardvark, the gharial, the Formosan black bear, and we got every, well, I say every disease, most diseases fully researched. Not bad. As far as mechanic goes, we definitely got those barriers researched as fast as we could to get this nice one-way glass. A lifesaver indeed. Looking at facilities, high demand for the ATM 3 and 7. High demands for a lot of drink and a lot of food. I mean, that is crazy how much demand there is for food and drink. You know, if we could put down even more, we could get away with it for sure. Low demand for all of our facilities except the workshop. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind going forward. As far as infrastructure goes, decent repair rate and education. So, education research complete, only 9%. That is what got us really killed, was our veterinarians weren't researching the research in each individual animal. We expanded really quickly, got a ton of animals in the zoo, but we were not researching them as accurately. 19% conservation board, 22% education board, our speakers doing the work, and audio guides. So if we made our audio guides cheaper, perhaps the more people would purchase them, and that would be better education for them. If only I had looked at this dang menu earlier, we could have solved that. Per species, we can see our education rating for each animal. Only basic education for a few animals. That is crazy to look at. Conservation, oh, vandalized. Tell you, those boards are getting wrecked already. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and fix that on our crime screen. Replace all, please. But yeah, playing through the franchise mode, making these mistakes, and thank you for the help that you have provided along the way. It's a big learning process for me, but overall, I say for our first zoo, a 4 3/4 star rating at the end of 31 episodes is not bad. A lot of people are happy. Education and energy. Maybe we could spam energy drink places. That would be kind of cool. Dang, Andy's the llama kicked the bucket right when we got the female in there. But they should be okay. But like I said, we will retire this zoo for now and probably forever. It's been fun. We learned about putting down rides. We learned about monorails. We learned about work zones. We learned about education at the very, very end. But I had fun all the way. I hope you did too. So next week, we will be starting our career. Basically, we'll be a zookeeper for someone else, and they will give us a situation that we will try to fix, and using our vast knowledge that we've accumulated so far, we'll try to do our best. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for your support on this series and everything that you've done for this channel. I really appreciate it for sure. But like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next Tuesday for our first leap in the career mode. Take care.